So I see comments like that on my videos all the time, so I absolutely had to respond. You guys like to say that we, the Jews, are not the real Jews. We're not the real Israelites from the Bible, from the Torah, from the Quran, even though we have the same culture, traditions, language as the Jewish people from the Torah. But you like to say that we're not, even though it's obviously very easy to prove, but let's just put that aside for a second. Even though we're not the real Jews, you claim that the Palestinians are Canaanites. Now, this is a new claim, right? No one used to say the Palestinians are Canaanites a year ago. The original claim was that they are the actual Philistines, and then when we all learned that the Philistines were actually Greek, no one said that they're Philistines anymore, and they switched their story multiple times. They're now Jebusites. There were so many different cultures and ethnicities, even though we all know that they're just Arabs. But let's leave that aside for a second. Now they started saying that they're the Canaanites, because if you read the Torah or the Bible, the Old Testament, you will learn that before the Israelites entered the land of Israel, they were the Canaanites who were living there. The Canaanites were different tribes. It was not one singular tribe. So now the claim by pro-Palestinians is that the Palestinians are the real Canaanites, even though they don't share the same name, right? Palestinians do not call themselves Canaanites. They don't share the same language. And they definitely don't share the same culture and traditions. And if you say that they do, sure, I'll go with you. Did you know that the Canaanites used to sacrifice their own babies to the gods? Did you know that the Canaanites used to have sex with animals?
So, Palestinians can't descend from Canaanites because they don't still sacrifice babies or, what was it, sleep with animals? How poetic. You know what that reminds me of? Charles Foster's Sacrifice to Moloch, a painting once used to accuse Jews themselves of child murder. Congratulations! You're recycling 19th century blood libels, just with a new target. Here's the problem with your argument. No modern people live exactly like their ancestors. Italians don't crucify anyone. Greeks don't worship Zeus. Today's Jews? Modern Hebrew was revived in the 19th century by Eliezer ben Yehuda. Their customs and genetics shaped by Europe, Maghreb, and Abyssinia. Meanwhile, Palestinians? Their families trace through this land for millennia. Canaanite, Aramean, Nabatean, later Arabized, but rooted here, long before Zionism, long before nationalism, long before you decided history should start in 1948. So if you need ancient horror stories to justify erasing a people, fine. But don't pretend it's history. It's just propaganda with a biblical costume and as empty as Moloch's hollow idol.